baby. Ooh, that came in loud, y'all. TikTok. TikTok, and TikTok. I like to take this time out at the beginning of our show to just inform y'all. We trying to get to that point where we can go live with y'all. But it's up to y'all. I only tell you this because you know it's up to y'all.
They did that Dream of Bliss thing again.
Do it. Do it. It's up to y'all though. You got to make these videos do something in order for us to be able to go live and y'all can get the show over here. But until then, you like it, run it up, share it, do what you do. You know, put us out there in the front. You know, conversate about us. Tell your peoples about it. Go to that Durka Durka podcast on YouTube, man. Anytime. Like them videos. Share them, comment. Whatever you need to do. Subscribe to that channel. We need y'all over there. Make sure y'all going and following all our other channels, man. This is for y'all, TikTok, because we only get 10 minutes of you every day, every Sunday. 10 minutes. So y'all go get the full show, man. We be running an hour, 2 hours, you know.
If you had some big boobies, you'd have been there, man.
Yeah, if I had the turkeys out, man, I would have been there, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I had to just do my shirt off like old boy that came over here one time, man.
Hey, shit. Gucci said it. I heard it the other day on Wasted. He said, no shirt pocket.
No shirt for hockey, man. But that's what be happening. So for y'all, man, that come in on the TikToks and be wondering, like, what's happening over here? What they doing? We shoot a podcast every week, every Sunday. We is on time bringing content for you guys, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we tell y'all, hit us up. Huh?
Hey, we do be actually here on
Yeah,
time.
we here on
I had
time.
a skit.
We here on time.
I said we was here on time.
Our late starts is the thing, man. Our late starts is the thing. Pop
We
gonna keep us
actually
on
be
our
here
toes,
early,
man.
matter of
If
fact.
y'all don't know, if y'all ain't followed the show, Pop is in the background, man. He gonna keep us together, man, just like gonna keep y'all together. Everybody's Pops. But make sure y'all go and do y'all due diligence, man, and stand tapped in with the Durka Durka Podcast, man. We on YouTube. We been on there. And we on Big O Live, Dirty D85, and we got that DDC4L, man. If y'all don't know about Big O, man, it's one of them ones, man. They always support over there. We need y'all to start supporting like them.
I fucks with Big O.
Big O is the motherfucking truth,
Like
man.
Big O.
DM Creations on Instagram, man. I got to tell y'all too. Y'all go to my Instagram and y'all see that last video. I am not a cameraman. It's hard to be a cameraman
Your
and be
sister was talking shit to you.
and to be a social man. Trying to reach out, shake people's hands, have conversations with them at the same time, trying to go live and show y'all that we out there in the building, man. We moves around in the city, man. Like, it's been an eventful weekend, man. I say on the negative side and on the positive side, man. You got to on that negative stuff, man. You got to parent more. I would say that, man. It's got to be a little bit more
Why, what happened? Somebody shooting or something?
It's been a lot of shootings, running overs, Suge Knight type deals, you know. It ain't no jokes on it, man. It's just that it's just been a lot been happening in the city, man.
You must be talking about my kinfolk.
Yeah, it's been a lot been happening. Shootings, fights. I mean, is that me over here?
No.
Yeah, me over here. Yeah, me over here. My bad, y'all. I just be doing it. This is the beginning rant, man. Trying to do it. Try to get y'all acclimated, man, so y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all come in asking, what's this? Do y'all do this every week?
Look at Chloe over here in YouTube. Hey, boo.
What up, niece?
She said hello.
Oh,
Huh?
That was me. It's just set up like that.
Why I say Chloe?
Because it's just set up like that.
I
I was
say, boy,
about to say,
tapped in with us, man.
I thought my baby was tapped in one time.
Look like my auntie reacted to the video. Shout out to my aunt Sandra, man. You know, we in here,
Look
man.
at Chloe Bud.
What you my call?
The comments.
You turn them on the?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh shit! So y'all
But it says two Dream of Bliss. I gotta fix that. I gotta figure that out.
two dream of bliss.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because switched the way we're streaming, and the way we're streaming now is different than the way I'm used to, where I could control it when I started up. Now it's kind of going to Facebook, and then I'm doing the other thing to YouTube. And I don't have those options.
Oh, it ain't give you the options.
Control it.
Yeah.
Right? And when I start at the Facebook thing, I don't have those options. That's just the way it's working. I just got to figure it out.
So shout out to Dreamer Bliss. You getting some more action on
Yeah, you get-
YouTube,
you
man.
get
this ain't a show with Dreamer Bliss on it, but
after the show ends, I'll edit it and put our normal headers up there.
there you go, man. So for y'all that might be confused, man, there you go.
There ain't no Dreamer Bliss tonight.
No Dreamer Bliss, man. Even though we welcome y'all at any time, you
Yep,
know this is
yep.
our y'all show. We does our thing over here for y'all, man. So tap in anytime, man, and come give us some of that new content that you guys be holding on to.
It's another week.
I had to do that, man.
Another week.
Another week, man. It's been a long one, man. Feel like it went by fast. I'm glad, but it has been an eventful week.
It's the end of spring break, so I hope everybody had a damn good spring break. Time to take your ass back to school.
Back to school you go.
Yep. I mean, for the adults in the building, the adults ain't got no choice. Yeah, you fucked.
Yeah, fuck. Time to send them children back, and you got to go back.
Yeah, but before we start the show, we got to start the show like we start every show.
Let's go.
Can I get an RIP to the Kiki?
R.I.P. to Kiki.
RIP to the Tomcat?
R.I.P. to Tomcat.
RIP to the Marky D?
R.I.P. to Marky D.
And now we got to say RIP to our brother Anthony Ward.
R.I.P. to our brother Tony.
Yeah, man. RIP to Tony.
Man, that was our brother, man, from another mother, man.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the funeral services or anything.
I was going to ask you about that, too, man, trying to figure it out, man.
So I don't know exactly what's going on, but yeah, RIP to Anthony Ward, man.
Man, we going to definitely miss you, man. I got so many memories. I even got a video of us together, I think.
Well, shit, Marvin was showing me some pictures the other day. The Market D dinner up at the shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
He was
about.
right there.
Right
I
there
was
with
like,
us.
ain't that
He was ragging on me.
fucking crazy, bro.
Because I had my short dreads then, you know. I had the
Yeah.
baby dreads, and he had the long dreads.
I was like, wow, bro. This shit is like, wow. And then, like, you go back and look at the pictures of 2013 at his actual funeral. He's right there front and center again.
Right there front and center. Brother.
Man, I'm telling you, man, be locked in with your people, man.
And R.I.P.
That's
to
all.
our brother Scooter, man.
RIP to Scooter Boot. And then I also want to send a special shout out to my daughter's side of the family. RIP to Poodle. She died over the weekend, man.
R.I.P. Poodle.
Yeah, that she was the one who died on the east side. So, and then RIP to Uncle Bill too.
R.I.P. to Uncle Bill, man. So sad, man. It's always sad when we lose our folks, man.
It's a lot of people that's going through it right now, man. And then I also want to send a big prayer message out to our brother Deontay Creer.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah,
One of
most
our
definitely.
schoolmates, I say, man.
Yeah, it's like he's not doing too well right now, but we also want to, keep him in our prayers and, make sure we keep an eye on that situation too.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on right now in the city, man. A lot.
Man, and I do want to take this time too, man, to just we do our RIPs and we do all this, man. To me, we doing this to for us too, to keep our people's name going. But in another instance, is for y'all to to take into reality that life is life out here, and that you either gonna get right or you ain't. You gonna let the people, you gonna let memories go. You ain't gonna be able to keep on creating memories with the people that you thought you had time for. And this is for you to go ahead and step your ass up and stop acting like you don't have no time for people to get on and have some time for people.
Yeah, man, because that shit goes by, and then you be thinking that you got time like that, and tomorrow ain't promised.
Never.
Yeah. I'm about to say it was a song. What was that? Was that Mr. Poochie? Time waits for no man. That shit back in the day. What was that song? I can't even remember what it was,
I
bro.
don't remember either, but
Yeah,
there's
but-
a lot of people that said that in their songs, though. Time wasting.
Shit, I remember that one was like the main one,
I
though.
remember Zero song. Time waits for
Yeah,
no
that was
one.
another one. That
Last
was another
time is a cold one, but life goes on.
Yeah.
It got to do with the same type of stuff we on right now,
Yeah, bro, time ain't finna sit there and then wait for your ass.
Make sure y'all
But-
tap in. Durka Durka Podcast.
Yeah, but
YouTube.
that's just part of how it go, bro. You either gonna be loving on your loved ones while you got time, or you gonna be talking about the memories and basically ain't got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, to make up for it. You just gonna be just lost in the sauce. The shit that man, I seen today, Pop, can you go ahead and pull up some of those videos? I was sending some some messages to my brother over here because he always be talking about, he be like, I can't find nobody with, what I'm saying, that's my age with no kids.
No kids, man.
I was like, there's a trend
The
right now.
unicorns out here, man.
There's a trend right now going around on TikTok where they actually bragging about,
Let me bring my people
that our age, you know what I'm saying, and older that ain't got no children. Play that top one right there, first pop.
Cut it up.
Yeah. Now, what was crazy about these is that, yeah, you can play that one first. All right. Yeah, what's crazy about this is that most of these was pretty much I guess it was like some I don't know if they was advertising or what, but you know what I'm saying. They basically like
I think they was advertising.
It was advertising pretty much. I mean,
because the dudes can't come in and be like, "Hey."
I mean, they showing off their body, and it's like, I ain't got no kids, but I guess I want some.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, play that one first.
I feel like it's a sometimes.
But this is the trend going on TikTok right now.
I thought about putting my picture on there.
Man, shit, you might as well. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Yo, hey.
Shout out to the A Taylor. A Taylor said, hey.
What it do? What it do?
But yeah, if you look at these is all
Rogers.
They all got similar songs. It's the whole
What's up, Zilla? We good.
47 with no kids. You can play that next one, Pop.
We good over here, Zilla.
All right. Yeah, so here's this first one. She 47 with no kids.
You share that on the platform, man.
Yeah. There's one.
Yeah.
And then that one. Now, like I say, these all look like they're advertising to me.
When I looked at it, I said, this is definitely advertising.
Yeah, they're advertising to me.
Because, man, that's why I said it was hard for me to try to figure out if I could do it. I don't know if I can put my picture up there.
I don't know if you can pull that off.
I can't advertise like them.
They advertising.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is another one, 41 with no kids. So the first one was 47 with no kids, 41 with no kids.
Do you plan on having kids is the thing?
I mean, what I'm saying, it look like they want kids.
I don't know. Because I think they like, usually when I see a lot of women that don't got kids, they like that freedom.
All right. And then this last one, though, is the one in particular that I'm talking about. That one where she's in front of the house.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, the very last one. She's in front of the house. She's got two, look like foreign cars. It's like a Maserati and a Range Rover or some shit. She's 36 with no kids.
Dog get the hump on her.
And then, and then in the comments, she's basically saying that she's getting ready to retire in the next 2 years.
Okay,
so
good.
So she's like 38, no kids, getting ready to retire before 40.
Hope she can still have kids.
That's fucking badass right there. And what was crazy about this is, okay, now Pop go over to the screenshots, is a lot of people was mad at her because she's basically advertising that she ain't got no children. And so it started like a conversation. Start with those first two ones. At the bottom, yeah. That one. And then read this comment. And the comment basically says, so not having kids now is an achievement.
I've been missing that. Marvin in here, he said something about he'll send them to the group. And he said, kid ninjas is just selfish, laugh out loud. I don't think we selfish, man.
What do you mean?
I don't know what he mean, but his words said we selfish. There's no kids ninjas is selfish. We ain't selfish.
He said they selfish?
Not unless you talking about them women, because I ain't been selfish.
I don't know why he's saying they selfish. I don't get that at all.
I give my time, I give my money, I give my everything to these
women.
Crazy.
So this first one that popped up, it says, so not having kids is an achievement now. So basically he's like talking shit to her.
Mm-hmm.
Go to that other one, Pop, the next one. And he says, why do people like not having kids? Is like it's an accomplishment. Can you blow it back up one more time, Pop, so I can read it?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he says, why do people talk about not having kids like it's an accomplishment?
Why are you acting like this?
Oh, he pulling it up, y'all.
Shout out.
Or you could just read it, Pop.
Coming in and watch it, man.
I ain't gonna read it. It's acting like it's hung up.
All right. Oh shit, maybe I can pull it up.
Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
Froze, bro.
That motherfucking sound stuck in my shit.
There you
Oh yeah.
And it says, why do people act like not having kids is an accomplishment when having kids is the ultimate accomplishment,
You hear me?
and not everyone is blessed to experience having kids.
You hear me?
And then on the other ones, basically they come into the old girl's defense. You can just read all the rest of those. It don't matter what order. But they basically talking about these other people that's pissed off in the comments. It says this woman is a homeowner with 2 cars, a happy ass dog, and some folks got to say in the comments is that this is not a flex. You're gonna want kids later. Some of us are truly lost as a people. Lost, I tell you.
Yeah.
And just read the other comments. It don't matter what order you go in. It says, I see too many people arguing that no kids part is skipping over the doctorates, retirement before 40, and no loan part. Congratulations to you.
You hear me?
And then you can go into the other one. I got 2 more to read, and then these are just ones stuck out to me. So glad people are finally getting comfortable with living and passing away alone. Independent life is where it's at. And then you go over to the other one.
It's not acting right.
And then it says, people that have kids on purpose are selfish to me because why are you bringing someone to come suffer on earth? Now, that comment stuck out to me the most. And the comment kind of like brought me to this question. Are we creating generational curses for our next generations by not planning to have our shit together before starting a family?
One more time.
Are we creating generational curses, basically passing it off to our next generation by not having our shit together before starting families?
None of us really did, though. Even our parents.
True. But some people actually are planning and mapping out, them having assets to pass off to their next generation before starting a family.
I mean,
And I'm wondering, us as a community, are we doing that? Or are we just basically just running off, I'm broke, but now I want to have 4 or 5 kids just because I want to have 4 or 5 kids. And, I mean, this has always been a big topic of conversation. But, I mean, basically, us as a people, do we have that mindset to where we don't necessarily have to have our shit together before we have 4 or 5 kids out of wedlock and we ain't got our shit together?
Shout out to Nubia.
What'd she say?
Happy legs up Sunday, my love. I told you, Big Go, I fuck with y'all, man.
Happy legs up Sunday. So I pulled up some statistical information. It says in the United States, Black and American Indian, Alaskan, Native children experience the highest rates of poverty, followed by Hispanic children, while white and Asian children have the lowest rates. In a more detailed breakdown, highest poverty rates, Black and American Indian, Alaskan Native children. These groups have the highest rates of poverty, with 34% of children in each group living in poverty. Hispanic children are next. Hispanic children also experience high rates of poverty, with 28% living in poverty. Lower poverty rates, white and Asian children. These groups have the lowest rates of poverty, with 11% of white children and 9.9% of Asian children living in poverty. Other racial and ethnic groups are Pacific Islander children, and there are 23% of Pacific Islander children living in poverty. Children of 2 or more races, 19% of children, or 2 more of races living in poverty. This data source, this information is based on data coming from the National Center of Educational Statistics, and this is the NCES. Going on in 2025, the federal poverty line guidelines for 48 contiguous states and the District of Columbia are $15,650 for family of 1. Basically says you're in poverty if that's what you bring in annually. $21,150 for a family of 2. $26,650 for a family of 3, and $32,150 for a family of 4. $37,650 per family for a family of 5. And then note, these are the guidelines that are used to determine eligibility for certain federal programs such as Head Start. HeadStart.gov says that children from families with incomes below poverty line guidelines are eligible for Head Start services. And according to NASDAQ.com, the federal poverty line, or the FPL, affects everything from health insurance programs and expanded Medicaid to eligibility for premium tax credits. And here's a look at what it means to live in poverty in 2025. The poverty threshold in 2025, according to most recent report from the United States Census Bureau, the poverty threshold line for a family of 4, like I said earlier, is basically the same numbers. It says, but it basically just breaks it down. The United States Department of Health and Human Services uses the Census Bureau threshold to determine who is eligible for certain government assisted programs like SNAP. We all know what SNAP is, right?
SNAP benefits.
Yeah, SNAP benefits.
Mhm.
Under their guidelines, a family of four is considered impoverished if they earn $30,000 or less per year. And to put those numbers in perspective, the median household income in 2025 is $75,580, nearly 3 times that of the poverty threshold.
75,000 is the regular.
I mean, that's basically, it's like the medium. So
Cause
if you're making like 75K, you kind of like middle class.
what these women gonna do, man? They want the 100,000 dudes, man. There's a lot of us 75, 50,000, 25,000 walking around. It's a lot of us walking around.
I mean, so basically, in 2025, the poverty guidelines by state where you live in the United States has an impact on what is considered to be below the poverty line or within the poverty threshold. A breakdown of 2025 poverty guidelines has been explained earlier, and it's basically $5,500 for each additional person after 8. So after a family of 8, it's $5,500 per person, and that'll basically tell you where you at as far as the poverty guidelines is. So basically, the question is why are so many people that are not making those kind of numbers having large families? What do y'all think?
They enjoy fucking.
That's one of them.
Well, like I said on the last podcast, man, I said
Are they even thinking about that?
a lot of people ain't thinking about their future. You know, it's a lot of crash out stuff, and that's part of the crash out community too.
Just go ahead and just gonna shoot the club
I'm
up.
just gonna shoot the club up without any thought process behind it. You know, I had felt bad for myself.
I mean, it
too.
almost kind of feels like those numbers we was reading off as far as like, because I think we talked about this before with like, you know, we don't have like high marriage rates. We got the highest divorce rates.
Mhm.
Like we're not really thinking about family as a whole, you know, as a community.
Now, family kind of left. Would
We
you
just kind
say?
of just out here just doing what we want to do.
Would you say after 2004, 2006? Family
Think
life.
so? 2004, 2006? It might have been before that.
Well, we still had a little bit because of the.
What do you think, Pop? You think the family like mindset left around 2004? I think it might have left before that, brother.
I know we was dealing with Y2K in 2000, so it wasn't that engraved in us yet. You know, so maybe a year or 2, 3 afterwards, because we was just thinking about internet and everything coming in. You still had your families around 2000.
Shit, I had the internet back in the 90s. Shit.
I understand, but it wasn't advanced as what it is now.
Oh, where you got like pocket internet.
Yeah, where it was pushing the narrative to everybody.
Okay. Where it was like a big influence.
Yeah.
Okay, because we did see that curve.
Yeah.
We did see that.
Yeah.
See that influence of like people being, and you can't do nothing else.
The followers, man.
Yeah, you just fucked off.
Yeah.
I ain't nothing I can do about it. But I mean, damn, it might have been before that though, man. Because I remember episodes of Martin and brothers was basically like, like damn, like squirrel, and they was just they was like stuck on the next piece of fine, you know, piece of asthma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do nothing about it, brother. You know, just like shit. You know, it wasn't really where people was just like so in love to where they was like singing off of balconies and
Nah.
it wasn't about that, man.
They ain't hold up the radios no more.
Yeah, it was a bunch of Luke's. Don't stop, get it. It was some that shit going back on today too. So
Hell yeah,
I'm not gonna act like we had our shit together back then.
Yeah, that was our form of the internet.
Yeah, it was BET Uncut.
Yeah.
But what do you think, Pop? I mean, because you seen it even before the 90s.
Before us, man.
Life be life, and man, I'm happy that they're happy they don't have no kids, and it don't matter, man. I mean, if you're happy, you're happy. Some people don't mind being poor. They don't think of themselves as being poor and can have 11 kids, and they're just as happy as they can be.
Yeah, there's some people with a lot of like 10 plus
And
kids.
you know, they don't need they don't need a Maserati, they don't need a house, a big house. They don't need none of this shit.
It's
They
just
got
how,
fam.
it's how you structure your family.
Yeah, it's how you structure your family.
Why do you feel like people get mad at people that almost look at that as a flex? 'Cause
Why?
I don't. I mean, more power to you, man.
Why do people flex when they're like that?
Whenever they like what?
When they don't have no kids and they got a house and car and no loans, and why are they flexing?
I think it's the hater
I don't
shit
know.
coming out of them.
I think it's
I
think
it's the
haters
hater,
on
the
both
hater,
sides.
the hater shit for them. The hater shit for them for not having the kids.
They calling out something that they don't have.
It's both ways. It's the same thing on both sides.
So it's shitting on the people with kids because they don't have kids. That's deep.
I mean, it's people we.
Because it's mentally already playing in your head as a person with that don't have kids, and I can tell you that
That's some deep shit.
I'm a product of that. You know, you watch everybody grow up
That's
around
deep.
you.
That's deep. So they calling out people because they ain't got kids. Damn.
They want kids though, just ain't been.
So that's the reason why she got up here and they made this crazy ass video. Because I mean, me more. I'm more of a confidential person, man. I don't really got to show my accolades, and I don't need no fucking validation for nothing, man. If I'm
'Cause
out here,
obviously, it was a TikTok challenge, right?
yeah, it's a TikTok challenge.
challenge,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Or a
I mean,
thread-
but
a
it's
thread
like
that
all
they
the
do,
other
yeah.
TikTok challenges. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be seen. I gotta be
Yeah.
seen.
Right.
I gotta be seen.
It's
So I don't know why
the
you
viral
sat up here
effect.
and made this TikTok in order for you to get criticized. It's the same thing as me posting up a Call of Duty TikTok.
Well, that's
You know what I'm
because like we saying, like nobody's really gonna be happy for them, like for posting that, because they kind of see
some
it as an
people will be
accomplishment.
happy for them.
I mean, some people is, but we talking about the hated people that ain't seeing it that way. They only looking at the negative side of it.
Let me put it to you like this. I was at work one day. This is a long time ago, like 40 years ago. I'm at work in a clean room working, and they found out I had 4 kids.
Mm.
And they were all having a good time, laughing about it, blah, 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 blah. And I said, but they all got the same mama and daddy. And the whole room got quiet.
Got quiet as
We're
hell.
talking about 20 people just instantly
And
shut
I can't even
up.
brag like that.
And
Yeah.
it's like
And that's my daddy. Like, goddamn.
That's a big flex right there.
I can't even do that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't understand why anybody else's situation
I can't even do that. My damn
is a
self.
joke to anybody or a problem to
It's because
anybody.
they comparing it, and the only comparison is on their scale, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they saying like this is what look good to only my opinion.
Right, right, exactly.
Instead of looking at it like, okay, let them flex. They had a life. You don't know what they went through in life, like
Right.
what struggles they
They
then had to
did,
jump
yeah,
over and all
right.
that.
Yes.
And then like they were saying, she got 2 cars, house paid out, dog happy and
Yeah.
shit. She done did some shit,
yeah.
you know, before other
Yeah.
people that haven't did some shit and
Right.
sitting around complaining about
and,
it.
Right,
and-
right.
And she might have came from a family where it was fucked up.
You never
And
know.
She's
Right.
like, I ain't doing that shit.
Right,
So
right.
You,
You don't know her background.
Don't know.
That's why I was like, it's kind of interesting for both sides, both perspectives. Like you got people that's shitting on people that ain't got kids, and then you got people that's shitting on people that's got multiple kids. And like I said, you don't know where they come from in life, and how they go about looking at what's successful. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I always said we always go to our favorite restaurant, the Loaded Bowl, and I was like, dude, I don't have to be rich. But if I could have an establishment that ran like this, that's got customers coming in. I mean, I ain't gotta be the richest motherfucker on earth. I ain't gotta have, I ain't gotta have a big ass Maserati in the front yard. I ain't gotta have no Range Rover or nothing like that. But if I could have something that I created in my mindset be successful as this, where you got people coming in all the time, you well known. I mean, I ain't gotta have a chain of stores, but to me, that's success.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's like that's the pinnacle of everything that I'm trying to achieve.
Shit, we can
I don't
do
have
it.
to. I don't have to have. I don't have to be. I'm all in all 50 states, and I'm on.
I'm on West Time.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be that guy. I just gotta have it to where I'm comfortable. My children are comfortable. I got something to pass off to them later on whenever I'm off this planet. That's all that matters to me. I don't have to have I ain't got to be in Paris every other week. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be going to the Olympic Games every time they have one. I don't have to be that dude. I don't have to be at every Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that's you measure success differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have 4 kids, and I can't imagine life without them. And my sister's going through a deal where she lost her kid, and I don't think she give a fuck about any money in the world to get her kid back.
Correct.
So it's a weird subject.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I understand the people like to flex now.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
trying to get the viral
and that's kind of like your social media.
Everybody,
Social media done did that to everybody. Where
right.
it
Everybody
put
likes
a
to
magnifying glass on everybody's
Yeah.
little.
right.
Yeah, I
little
seen
situation.
somebody go live, and this is like old shit, man, to me. I seen somebody go live last night. After we had a good time being outside on the east side and all that. Same person I seen walking around laughing, doing it. They going live, basically in a fight with somebody.
Yeah.
What you mean in a fight, like a fist fight, or
In a
just
fist
an argument?
Yeah.
Oh.
The other girl was basically fighting, and she was
Yeah.
the rah-rah, the one that I saw.
Oh.
And I'm just like, people still out here chasing that viral fucking moment.
Yeah.
Because you out here just talking to us, and y'all had to set up the camera because you could tell this wasn't from the beginning.
Right.
This was at the end of the
Right.
fight. So why did we need to see the end?
Right.
Because you trying to get that viral moment.
Right.
And people chasing that viral moment, man, it
Kinda
ain't
like-
gonna happen like that, man.
Kind of like that girl to set up the phone on the car.
Yeah, but
and then kicked out girls during
that's a little different though. She that was viral content right there.
right.
She
I
set
mean-
that phone up and went in that house, man. And you can see it on both sides. You got
Right.
both sides of it.
Right.
When people just trying to piggyback off of bullshit
Yeah.
and trying to make something out of something, like it's not organic, is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like, so you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
If you ain't pushing, for your stuff to just fall off of your tongue, fall off your fist.
Yeah, cause I mean, there's a $1 billion industry set up for people that have past their age to have kids, trying to have kids. I think that's the insemination shit.
Yeah, the artificial insemination.
Yeah, that's for people who past their age. They didn't want to have kids when they were younger because they wanted to do their
You want to have a
schooling
life.
and they wanted their businesses and all that shit. And I'll be the first motherfucker to tell you, children are expensive.
They
Children
sure
are
is,
expensive.
man.
Children are fucking expensive. They cost money.
I see what Kevin Samuels was talking about when he said it take about $2 million a kid
It do.
on
Yeah,
retirement.
I
and
believe.
everything.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the fuck you spending.
Yeah, you
know,
don't.
hell no.
While you going through the trials and tribulations,
Yeah.
Man.
you have no idea what
Idea.
you spending.
Man.
Yeah.
You know,
Children are
making
expensive.
sure your kids are
Yeah.
straight.
And that's with a healthy child.
Yeah.
You can have a sick child.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a
that's
lot
world
more
of
stuff you
horror.
gotta
Yeah, you
worry
have
about.
no idea,
Yeah,
and then
right.
you're not really measuring it either. You just
Right.
doing it because this is what I got to do to make sure that my children are
Children,
straight.
right.
Yeah, you ain't looked
Right.
at the dollar
Man,
amount.
you ain't
no
looking at the
times.
dollar amount on nothing,
Right.
none of that shit. You just like shit. This is just what I got to do to make sure that my kid has what they have to make sure that they good in life. That's kind of like what I wrote, because I kind of broke it down to my own opinions about it, and I was like, as for personal opinion, it was never my intentions to make my children experience what they have been going through growing up. I've never been married. I have had relationship problems with their mothers raising them. Do I have it all together? No. But I also make sure that as a single dad, doing it all on my own with the help of my family surrounding me, of course, these babies never go without. They have a roof over their heads. They, you know what I'm saying, they never miss a meal. Like as my baby girl says, she's a big back. So they don't miss no meals. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I'm saying?
full.
They full. They have every device known to man. They have the VRs, the phones, they got tablets, they got the consoles, they got the Xboxes. They go to school every day. The bright children with goals of doing better than I did growing up. And this has been a learning curve for me too. Do I wish I had more or had more? Sure, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't steer me to the point of regretting that I had them to begin with.
Hey, can I ask a 2-part question real fast?
Go ahead, bro.
Why do it sound different when you say that stuff, different when a woman say that stuff?
Why does it sound different than when I say that stuff compared to when a woman says it?
Like I'm just talking about you. You hear your feelings behind it, like how you saying it, what you did, like.
I mean, cause I mean, really, I was intrigued whenever like people started this trend and they was going back and forth on it. I just kind of pondered on it and was like, I got the statistical information, and then this is my personal feelings on how I feel about it. It's like,
Well, I'm saying like the way you explain it, the way you say it is like that's my job. I'm gonna make sure I do it. I'm gonna take care of my babies no matter what. When women say it, it's just like, I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do this, I had to do that.
be
Like
honest with you,
like it's weighing on them, and we all know that it was. It takes
it
two.
was a personal. It was a personal decision.
It takes two to lay down to make a kid anyway. So
Right.
you know that all these things is gonna come up.
And for me, it was like I didn't foresee any of this shit coming. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't. Like,
And you still make
and
time
all of them. It wasn't like it was an accident. Like,
you make time to be present too,
right.
and you don't make it seem like.
And I'm not. And I'm not
busy.
making no excuses. I'm just, I'm rolling with the punches. This is what happened. It was a situation where I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, "Well, why'd you do that?" And I was like, "Hey, this is the way this shit happened." You know what I'm saying?
That's the way shit happens.
You asking me?
Well,
you asking me some shit that is already in the past?
I mean, I can tell you right now, Angie's dad was not happy when she got married. He was not happy, but
Grandpa Tankle?
Yeah,
Okay.
he wasn't happy. When Dree was born, when she got pregnant with Dree, Essie Mae wasn't happy. She was like, "Girl, don't start having no bunch of babies." And that, she's got 5 kids herself.
That was the whole talk too of like the generation being passed down to generation was the mothers stopping the mothers from doing exactly what they was doing.
Right.
And that shows that works. They method worked with them having kids, and you able to look. Y'all here thriving, have your kids of your own.
Right.
The world is going on,
Right.
like nothing bad happened.
Right.
So what's the point of putting that negative thought into a younger person's mind that don't know how to process you telling them that?
I think what those ladies did is a good example, but they're telling it the wrong way. It's more their way of they're doing is shaking their ass for the camera is more of a selfish intent. I got mine. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Or whoever. I got mine.
That's how most of social media is to me. It's like you got that mind frame.
Instead of
right.
Get your shit together as you coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, travel the world. See the world.
What
What
I'm going on is have you a man. Get into that thing with have you some kids, have a life with that man, build y'all can travel the world, do all that, but have a man and do that with a man instead of trying to make it seem like that you just need to do this by yourself.
And that's what some of it look like. I ain't got no nigga.
I don't need him.
And
I don't need him.
That's
Right.
why it's so personal to me because
Right.
I'm the one that's getting the short end of the stick because they've been taught to avoid dudes like me anyway that's trying to come in and have a family.
That's what it kind of looks like.
That's exactly what it looks like.
That's why I'm over here.
That's why exactly what it looks like. It looks almost exactly like that.
Like shit, I'm trying
I don't
to have
need no man.
kids.
Ain't never needed no man.
I'm trying to marry you. I'm trying to do the same thing that your mother is doing with your father.
Right.
But she telling you not to do that with me.
Right. But because it's like that concept is gone now. Like, well, as far as in our community, it's like it's almost to where we at odds with each other, men and women, and it's like
they are.
It's like you don't have that mindset anymore to where it's a togetherness thing. Like we're gonna do it as a unit to make sure that we straight for the next generation coming up. It's almost to where it's like man, shit, my children's mother came, for spring break down here. And, we haven't had the best relationship, but this weekend we got along, and we was making sure that shit was straight for the babies. And I thought that was important for my children to be able to see us getting past the bullshit and making sure that we was straight.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry. A Taylor on YouTube said, "Hey,
what Taylor?
Taylor, what's going on?" And I thought that was very important for them to see that side of us being adults, making sure that we was cool.
If you want a healthy child,
right,
shit better happen.
You need to too.
Yeah, you needed to.
Because if you don't, both of y'all gonna pay for it.
Right.
Oh,
And- yeah, and even my youngest said,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I didn't think nothing about it, but even my youngest was like, "Yay, my mom and my daddy are friends now," and I was like,
but you see
"What
that,
the fuck?"
you see that they paying attention though.
They
Just
paying
like,
attention.
Yeah, they
Just
paying
like we-
attention.
Attention.
Like to me, I didn't think nothing about it, but it was like to her it meant the world.
yeah,
And I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Like, you know, for us to be, you know, man, we're getting older, ain't getting no younger.
Right.
But we put our bullshit to the side to make
Yes.
sure that everything was straight with
Right.
them.
Well, you know that kids is the most honest beings out here, man.
Yes.
I mean, exactly.
And
The most honest don't give a fuck
they-
about what you going through.
Yeah.
they is the ones who we should be
Right.
modeling ourselves
Exactly.
behind.
Right.
You know, even though we look at them as being kids and we shouldn't, we supposed to be teaching them, but
Yeah,
they basically
but they
teaching
basically
us.
teaching us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and we got so far away from that togetherness of how, you know, when we grew
Right.
up as kids, we always wanted to be around our brothers, our sisters, you
right.
know, our friend, whoever it was, we wanted to be right there next to them. Now, when we get older, we see our parents doing the alone thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, and not continuing the monkey see, monkey do kind of concept,
Right.
and letting us follow in their footsteps and having that love type deal. And I will say, shout out to y'all too, man, because it made me hug on my mama too more, you know, and love on her,
Right.
you know, because I see y'all do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I mean, that's that's always been my mindset is like, I got to make sure that if I go before them or if they go before me, there was nothing left on the table.
Yeah.
There was no, well, damn, I should have did this, or I should have did that. That's not finna be my story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not finna be my story. Like, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, it was like, dude, I took every chance I could to make sure that I was over here every
What-
day. Or, like, even whenever I went and bought a house, I had to make sure it was right by my parents. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mama and my daddy's boy. Like, fuck that. Like, shit, like, I'm going to make sure that all my time, you know what I'm saying, that I have on this earth with them was, like, I took full advantage of that shit.
Yeah, because once they gone, they gone.
Once they gone, they
You know,
gone, bro. And I'm not finna have that in the back of my mind where it's like, well, I coulda, I shoulda.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like,
I preaches this to my cousin Antonio too, man. Just not to put his business out there like that, but like with anybody, man, you want to be that back and forth with your parents and all that shit, and then you got to go back home and then you got to look at yourself and you got to look at the situation and think, should I have done that or not like that?
Right.
But then whenever they gone, like I try to tell them, like, man, you know, my dad been gone for a while. And even before that, I didn't even really still get no relationship with him because I met him, you know, whenever I was 21.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all growing up and living with y'all parents is something different that y'all should be cherishing and treating it different than that animosity what people is doing.
right.
And I see a lot of people be going back and forth with their parents, man, and I be like, for what? You know?
Well, my deal is I never picked my parents' brains when I was a kid.
Mm.
My mother, literally, she talked all the time, so it was just an accident that I learned a lot about her background from her, but because she just talked all the time. But my dad, man, I know nothing about my dad. I know nothing about his childhood. I know nothing about his dad.
Right.
You know, my grandmother, I grew up around my grandmother. My mom and my dad, when they divorced, when I left school, I could walk home or I could walk over to grandma's. And that's where my dad said he never got remarried. But I never picked their brains. And that's something now that at 65, I'm sitting there going, man, I got a million fucking
More
questions.
Yeah.
I could have asked them
Right.
about their childhood. You know, man, I'm finding out shit about my grandmother, like that she had a sister.
Right.
And I never knew she had a sister.
Right.
'Cause she never really talked about her.
And see, if for me, I'm trying to make sure that I don't leave any rock unturned.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I would advise. If you got any kind of, some people don't have a relationship with their parents, So just leave it alone.
Yeah, but people use the excuses to keep them from having a relationship with their parents too.
Right.
Right.
Because I done seen a lot of them say like, well, they wasn't there, this part of the time in my life.
Yeah,
or
and they leave that as a grudge.
Yeah.
And hold on to it.
And it's like, why is that small statement keeping you from
Right.
years?
All I can say is if you got any kind of a relationship with your parent, then at this where you are an adult now, man, spend time with that person and pick their brain so that you can find out about them and it'll help you out. I'm going to tell you right now, it will help you immensely with the rest of your life.
Yeah, because it is like a guide to
It's a
understanding
guide.
yourself.
Yeah, right.
Because it's a factor that I had to put in too. Because it's like once I learned something that they did, it was like, okay, they made mistakes, they did this, and it's okay. Look at it. They older than me, and they still here doing things, and they accomplish things.
Right.
So it's like, go ahead, make that mistake. Go ahead and jump in it. Don't be scared.
Right.
It's a helping factor, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is there's a lot of their DNA is in you, and you really be fucking surprised how much.
Yeah, because I wasn't around my
that
dad
will
at all.
make you
But I act nothing like him, I mean, I act just like him, so I got the temper and everything, I can hold it down a little bit,
and it's crazy because people that know your dad and are just not meeting you, like, damn, you got some of the same characteristics.
My mama be the one that be calling it out.
And that's crazy.
Shit.
That's crazy.
To never be around him, but still like even with animals, like he didn't really fuck with dogs and stuff. I had dogs, but she seen how I treat them. She said my dad did the same thing.
See?
And I never was around him to do that.
Right.
And
To
you
know
do the
that.
same thing.
I did the same thing and know that I didn't like a dog like he liked the dog.
Well, that's why I tell people all the time that know me from school, man, if you meet one of my kids and have any dealings with my kids or my wife, don't expect them to be like me. I'm a pussy or whatever you want to call it. I'm telling
You a little soft.
them other motherfuckers, they will fuck you up. You get to fucking with.
They don't play
all four of them. And the wife, they will fuck you up, man.
Yeah, they don't play.
Don't go fucking with them.
Yeah, I watch y'all speak to all of them. I watch y'all speak to all. I watch y'all speak to my two older sisters. I watch y'all speak to my brother. I watch y'all speak to my mama. It's just some shit I'm not gonna touch.
Yeah, they will fuck you up, man. Fuck you around thinking, oh, it's Clarence, and that pussy line. Nah, bro. They got that Bailey blood in them. And that's another thing. I mean, like Angie, like when I grew up, I'm sorry, I hope this doesn't offend anybody. When I grew up in my era, one of the family names that was out there was Woody's. And then this motherfucker is getting to the Woodies, and I didn't know that shit. If I'd have known that, I'd have been way careful. Fucking right. But when I was growing up, man, you heard the name Woody, and man, it was like, them motherfuckers is great. And this motherfucker's kin to him. So, man, yeah, y'all got
some shit you don't touch. Some shit you just do not touch.
Right
up. Yeah, man. And that's kind of like what you saying. To pick, people's brains is so weird that, like my Uncle John. I was talking about my Uncle John the other day, and it was just like, man, like there's like nothing I really had to conversate with him about when I was younger. But now that I'm older, it's like, man, I got a million fucking questions I could be asking my Uncle John right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was like he was trying to teach me about credit back in the day, and it was like I didn't pay any attention back then, And he was like, get you a credit card and don't go crazy with the credit card. You just buy you something big at the end of the year, and then you use the rest of the year to pay that shit off. And in my mind, I was like, why is he telling me this shit? Yeah. It didn't make any sense to me. But as I got older, I'm like, why did that thought that him saying that stuck with me my entire life? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's so much shit that I could ask him because he ran a funeral home, on the east side. It was like there were so many things that I could ask him, like business wise, like how do you do this or how do you do that I could ask him now that I've been asking way back in the day, and he could have took me under his wing and taught me every damn thing that he knew. Right. But I didn't have the sense or the knowledge to even see forth and know that. You're like, man, he could have been teaching you how to fish a long time ago.
Well, shit, I'm his brother, and I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know to ask him. We just hung out.
Right.
You know, but as it turns out, now I'm learning. Man, it's like 3 or 4 funeral home people that learn how to run their business from him. They came up under him.
Right.
They got a job down at the funeral home and learned the business and went and started their own shit.
Right.
So I mean,
Good business, man.
yeah, like that's why I say if you're an adult and you got any kind of relationship with your parents, man, you start picking their brains.
Right.
Finding out what their childhood was like, what they were like, who they, all that shit. Find out all that shit.
Right.
And especially now, because that one time we went down to Florida and interviewed Mama. Man, I still watch that shit. You know?
Yeah, that was deep.
Yeah.
Did you know you was going down there to film that?
We kind of wanted to talk to her.
Because that kind of was like almost like the prelude for us doing everything that we're doing now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And she kind of like laid out the map for it. And
yeah.
nobody was even thinking about that shit then. But
I mean, just think, you didn't really even have, people can now do that shit with their phone.
right.
They can we had to have a video camera and all this
Set the
shit.
video camera up on a
and all
tripod.
this shit. I mean, now you can just bust
That
out your
big
phone and
motherfucker,
say,
too.
Man,
Right.
tell me about, when you was a kid. What was that shit like? Where'd you go to school at? Who was your friends and all that kind of shit? What was it like growing up? Man, pick your fucking parents' brains if you got a relationship with them. I mean, if it will help you more than it will help them, and then it will help your kids. Even if you don't have kids, you might have relatives or something. It will help. It just that storytelling shit is something that's sorely needed.
Right.
You know, it might make some of these motherfuckers calm down around here. I don't know.
Right.
You know, all this shit that's going on with people hurting each other, but.
It brings back that essence of sitting around the campfire and then hearing them old gore stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit sticks in your head, and you just like, it's kind of like, man, you can't do that. You remember that story? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just like we got to bring some of that shit back because,
or even sitting at the dinner table together.
Sitting at the dinner table together. Yeah. Just even that, like, cause I always like harp on my children, like, man. Like, I wasn't around, my grandparents like that. I didn't have my grandparents like that growing up, man. Like, you don't understand how much of a blessing this is for you to be able to talk to your grandparent.
Yeah.
Your grandparent and
right
ask
there.
them, they right there. You see them all the time.
Yeah, I
like,
grew up with
you
my
have
grandma.
no idea how vital this shit is right now. That you can reach out and touch your grandparent. This is your dad's
Both of
dad.
them too, man.
This is your dad's mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get to know these people. Like, ask them all kinds of shit because you never gonna get another experience like this in your life.
Right.
Yeah, because before our generation, I don't know if it was like that for everybody, but shoot, some of the time you didn't even know you had a grandpa or grandma because mama didn't talk about them.
Right.
Or, nobody talked about them, brought you to see them or nothing. So you just growing up with the thought that I got a grandma and I got my mama and that's it.
Man, where was I at? I was in Winco, and I had a lady stop me, and she said, Danny. And I said, hey, what's up? She said, you don't know who I am, do you? And I said, no. She said,
I know.
She said, I'm Don and Shelby's cousin, and I just remember you from, and I'm like, how the fuck? Man, we're talking 50 years ago. How the fuck does she remember me from 50 years ago? And she didn't live in the neighborhood. She lived somewhere else.
It probably had an experience on her though, meeting y'all back in the day. Where it stuck in there.
Stuck in her head.
Cause I'm like, Shelby and Don's cousin, she didn't live in the neighborhood. She lived somewhere else, but every now and then in the summertime she would visit.
Mm-hmm. Right. Those summer visits be the ones that stuck in my head too. Yeah. That made me have the memories on up to now.
Right.
So I would get, where she coming from, like seeing you and knowing you is just because of you don't get like we docile throughout the week. We just going.
You just going through the motions.
Back then, as y'all being parents, y'all used to have us out of town somewhere, seeing our family, doing other things because grandma was making sure we was doing that too. Yeah. But now, it's all leaving us.
Right.
So it is. I see what y'all saying, man. It is up to us, man.
Yeah.
To go ahead and tell them babies too that, man, y'all better keep on cherishing. Like you said, get your videos out, man. Make
your videos out.
videos because you got
Get
young
your questions together.
You got young grandparents, so you still can have content after content after content, man.
Right.
That you can play for generations and generations and generations.
I mean, for Queen, when she have her kids, we got all kind of shit we can play at time.
All kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this kid won't know his grandpa, but
he's got video content where you can know who your
he gonna get the gist of
it. Yeah. I mean, and
facts.
It's wild. I mean, I can't. I think about Tom is like, man, I've known Tom since y'all were kids, since y'all were born. I mean, I don't know, man. People, like I said, that whole thing with the kids thing, I don't know, man. I can see it both ways, but I would hope, like my auntie, Cora, she never had no kids, but she's like Dre. She was just like Dre.
Yeah, and Dre's like a pillar of the family.
Right,
She's
exactly.
making sure everybody's straight.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things I appreciate about my sister.
See her in Chicago.
Right,
man, she had an album studio. I mean, a record store, and pick you out a couple of albums. And I remember that shit, man. As a kid, you go up there to visit, and I mean, she's just like Dre. And that's why I said that DNA shit is a trip because she's just like Dre. I mean, she was stern and shit, but man, she took care of her nieces and nephews.
Made sure everybody was good.
Straight. I mean,
everybody was good.
It's wild.
Take care of her brothers and her sisters, and to make sure everybody's straight.
And there's a million questions I would have liked to ask her.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed, but he took y'all on a history lesson, man. He said they used to go to the store and pick out a record.
No shit. I mean, pictures of us.
It's young whippersnappers like, what's that mean?
What's a record?
What's a record?
I mean, you talking about a hit record like they put out on?
No shit. I mean, man, she had a decent sized record store in Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and and when I think about it, she's just like Dre. She made sure that her nieces and nephews were straight. We go up there to visit, man. Pick you out a couple of albums. Pick you out some stuff, and there's pictures of us. I just saw one of us in the record store. Me, Starlin, John, and I mean, man, it was crazy. So I mean, man, y'all people, I don't know. She would have never said I'm 41 and no kids.
Right. And that's why I didn't think nothing about it. Whenever I was commenting on it, I was like, man, congratulations. I mean, I'm not petty enough to be like, oh, well, who this bitch thinks she is or nothing. Yeah. I mean, man,
you ain't got
everybody doing their own thing.
And
it's like I can congratulate you.
That's what she would say. Yeah.
I can congratulate you if you got you under 40 and you about to retire and you ain't got no kids and you got 2 cars paid off. Man, I'm happy for you. And I'm also happy for the person that had to get it out of the mud with 5 kids and they do it on their own and they successful.
Right.
I'm not judging either one of y'all. I just think that it's a blessing that you was able to come out of whatever you was coming out of and you made it. Man, man, kudos to you, man.
Yeah,
I'm big enough to be able to clap my hands for you on either sides of the board.
I'm thinking that those people that be doing that comment on the negative side, they really ain't put themselves into somebody else's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody got a story to tell.
It's just like they only see it their way, and it's supposed to happen this way. And I ain't even put the question in my head to even say like, well, why is it happening like that, or can it happen like that for me, or ask your own self questions and then just answer them.
Right.
But they go straight to the putting it down.
Yeah, everything's got to be, well, look at me type shit. And I just don't have it in my heart to do that, man. I'm always going to know that somebody else got a different story to tell. And, man, I'm congratulating your story, too.
Hell yeah.
I'm just trying to make it like you trying to make it, man.
You hear me? We all got our own minds trying to live, man.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
Finna,
like this. You like that.
right. I'm not finna knock you because you did it a separate way. I'm not finna knock this brother over here because they did it a separate way. I just think that it's just a beautiful thing for everybody to thrive and and be able to live to tell their story and what I'm saying, whether you got 9 kids or not. There's always somebody out there that's got a different story and a different mindset they gotta achieve. Oh man, Big O, I'm getting ready to lose y'all, man. But like I say, going on over to
That Durka.
that Dirty D85 on Big Go Live as well.
We over here.
We over here, man. He's doing the same damn thing. That YouTube, go and check that out. But most definitely, man, it's always been, man, a blast. And my phone getting ready to die, the alarm going off, but I getting the whole damn show, damn it.
You used it, man.
Yeah, but I also, before we get out of here, I got to play these Republicans losing their minds. Because, man, life is lifing over there as well.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, they don't know what to do, man. I think this shit is so funny to me. But go ahead and play those other 2 videos, though, Pop. Of course, y'all have heard about the segregation thing. We're going to touch on that, too. But, yeah, check this out from this Republican trying to get into this gay bar, man. I thought this shit was hilarious.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually we don't.
Then I'll start it over.
Yeah, I guess she walked into a gay bar and had on her Trump gear, and they told her to get her ass out the building. And I really don't understand what did you expect was going to happen? What did you expect, man? So I thought this shit was real interesting.
Hold on a minute. Turn this shit on. And go back over to this shit here and go play.
Questions, get out
Why?
of the car.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually we don't.
Do
Get
not
out of
want
my
your
car
money.
right now. You're not welcome. I'm not fucking around. Get
Went
out
and
of my
grabbed the
car.
bat on her ass.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Out.
Because I'm wearing a Trump
Yes.
vest. That's wild.
I don't care. Get out.
We can call the police, or you can just leave.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo fucking who. Get out of my car.
She said it's discrimination.
Oh, white on white. White on white.
Yeah, because she had a Trump support. She had a Trump shirt on. She said, this is like discrimination, right?
Nah, I don't know that.
And of course, I know y'all all been hearing about the segregation thing, man. This is going to be really interesting going forth because, they thinking that this is just going to really put us back. And I thought this was kind of crazy for Key and Pell to touch on this with their song.
You know that they always right there.
Oh, my God. Yeah, man. So y'all check this shit out.
Is it playing? I can't hear it.
Negro time.
Sound choppy, though.
Yeah, it's acting like it. But the computer's acting like it's struggling.
Now be quiet while I sing. Negro town, you can walk the street without getting stopped, harassed, or beat. And there's always a cab when you need to get around. And they always stop in Negro town. I think I'm getting it. It's like a utopia for black people. Yeah, but seriously, shut the fuck up. Follow when you try to shop. White folks across the street in fear. That loan application can't get turned down. You're always approved in Negro town. This is amazing. I know, right?
We're going down to Negro town, 'cause strong black men are raining down, 'cause light skin, dark skin, every shade. And there's no white bitches to take them away.
No white bitch take them away.
This sounds too good to be true. It does, doesn't it? But can a nigga finish a song? Oh,
Can a
you
nigga-
can. No nigga, finish. I'm sorry. Negro town, you live long and well. There's no disease, no sickle cell. No stupid ass white folks touching your hair or stealing your culture, giving it theirs.
Giving it to the air.
Hanging out in a groove doesn't make you a gang. Every word that you say ain't considered slang. No one trying to get in on the latest trend by making you their
Negro time.
Negro Town.
That shit crazy, man.
Hey, so if that's what y'all want,
That's what they want.
you want some segregation? I don't think it's gonna go your way. I honestly do not think it's gonna go your way, buddy.
Yeah, I think they
The
try
thing
to
about-
set us up, man.
About all that shit is white people was always coming up to the black side.
Of course they is, man. Listen.
it's
I mean,
happening over there. You know how boring it's gonna be on the white side.
White people was still trampling their little
Yes,
asses over.
yeah, they got some good barbecue over here. you can do all that shit that you want to. It's not gonna go the way that you think it's gonna go. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. This gonna be just like what my man was singing about
I wish we
in
could,
Negro Town. You know
I
what
wish
I'm saying?
we could build a wall. Trump.
Hey man, hey, like Pop was saying on the other episode, 3 states
Yeah,
is all it would take.
That's all it take, man.
That's all it would take.
that'd be too easy to build a wall around, and then they just fuck us up like Tulsa again, man.
Hey, just keep that in mind whenever we are building these Negro utopias.
Negro utopia's coming, y'all. 2026.
It's a lot of situations I don't understand why people don't think like that. I'll make a deal with you now just to get you over here and me over here, and then but I keeping in mind who you are. I'm gonna build my shit so the next time I have to deal with you, it's gonna be on a little bit different situation.
be a
I don't
different
understand why
situation.
people
Yeah.
don't think like that. People either think it's right now or never, and it's never like that. You cut a deal, get that motherfucker off your neck, and then start building your shit. That was my problem with Palestine. That's my problem with Ukraine. Man, you know this motherfucker has been building his shit up, and you know his situation. You know how he can deal with shit. Man, make your deal with that nigga. I'm sorry.
With that, brother.
With that motherfucker. Make your deal with that motherfucker. Get him off your neck. But when you got your piece going on, build your shit so that the next time you have to deal with him, it's a different situation.
It's a different situation.
Same thing with Gaza. You knew them people were crazy. Why you run over there messing with them? And I mean, that shit never made any sense to me. You run over there, you mess with them, then you run back home. Huh? I mean,
Throwing that rock and hide your hand.
yeah, I mean, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And then the people on Twitter, I always talk about Twitter. The people on Twitter, I always ask them, what was the purpose of that? And nobody can ever answer me. But the Jewish people are Zionists.
Well, they saying that it was an inside job, but we don't know. That's more conspiracy
Inside,
theory shit.
outside. Why?
They saying that it was basically some people that was inciting it from that side to get the other people to get fucked
But
up anyway.
that's like people
So,
going. That's like people going to CIA killed Malcolm X, and I go, but it was black guys, and they go, but they were working for. I'm like, but still, it was still black dudes.
Yeah, that's the reason why they got the black
Why
dudes
was they
there.
working for the CIA?
Mhm.
That's the question.
That's the question.
And people had to ask themselves that.
Yes. I
You
mean,
know.
you knew who Malcolm was. You knew what Malcolm was trying to accomplish.
For
Why-
you.
Yeah, for
why-
you.
Shit.
Yeah,
And
why
your
why
family.
would you take that lighter sentence
Yes.
and that you fucked up on
Yeah.
just to get this brother pop
Pop,
and
yeah.
then make it look like we did it?
Yeah.
Selfish. That's the real selfish right
I don't
there.
know, man. Now that is selfish.
The real
I don't,
selfish,
I've
man.
never understood that way of thinking.
Hey,
The spies of Mississippi.
I mean, everybody had spies. I mean, Nat Turner had spies. I forget the brother at that church, Mother Emanuel's church. I forget his name. He had spies. Everybody was planning it and getting shit all together. And there's them couples sitting over there going, them ninjas,
They plotting.
they plotting, master.
Big
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, they
Big Daddy, they over
plotting.
there plotting. I never understood that frame of mind, man.
They say you better whistle before you
If
plot
you
with me.
scared, just stay home, shit.
Right.
They all scared.
But on the closing notes, man, all I got to say is man, don't judge any book by its cover, and don't take it as a prideful thing to be shitting on the next for what you did versus what they did, man. Like I said, there's people out here with 10, 30 kids, and they out here doing it better than you could ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they had to achieve and go over the mountain, you know, that you didn't have to climb, you know, to make sure that they got their story told. So don't be out there shitting on people, man. This social media shit has given people a life fucking plateau that they own, to where they feel like they need to just rain on the necks. And I really don't understand that mindset at all, man.
Shout out to Shoe. Just popped in his bed.
What's up with the shoe? Shoe Shine. Hope you feeling better, brother.
Yeah, man. To piggyback off of Trey shit.
Why's that? I was being
Yeah, I hope
sincere.
you feel better too, man.
Why is he? Shoot, I don't know why your daddy be taking shots at you. I don't know. I have no idea, but yeah, man, I genuinely
Must have did some losing.
Hey, what the fuck?
We never know, man.
What is
Tap in, man.
What is the deal? But,
Just happy
alright.
for him. I'm glad he's getting taken care of.
Go ahead, brother. Man.
That's my boy right there.
That's his baby boy.
Baby boy.
My brother's boy.
His mama stood up on the delivery table to have him.
God damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had
Yeah,
just
man,
fall
that was some
like
wild
that.
shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, man, that lady said, "Well, honey, if you don't feel comfortable, why don't you just stand up?" She looks like I know she was standing up on the table, and everybody was going,
What the fuck?
"No, girl, I was just talking. Sit your ass down. She like,
And that's
"Get
the last one. You figure
yeah,
she'd be a
she
seasoned
like,
vet.
Get this
Like, shit.
motherfucker out of me. Get this motherfucker out."
She was on there like strong shape.
Get him out.
Strong shape.
Get him out.
Yeah, that was a good movie back in the day, y'all. You had to be 80s baby or younger.
Oh my God.
Or older, I say.
Man.
Oh man, but yeah, man. For y'all that didn't see the videos, man, y'all make sure y'all go to that Durka Durka Podcast on the YouTube or Facebook. It's Daryl Mitchell, man. You can see all that content, man.
Roger.
DM Creations on Instagram, DDC4L and Dirty D85 on Big Go Live, man. As always, y'all know y'all been the truth, man, on Big Go, man. We all get y'all props, man. Y'all be tapping
Always.
in, sending shit, jumping on her. We follow y'all. We fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with us. Keep fucking with us, man. But y'all make sure that y'all ain't hating on the next person just to make yourself feel better.
It's weird.
Move yourself to the front of the line by fixing yourself, and the only way you're gonna do that is examining yourself, not putting yourself next to what somebody else is doing.
Right.
Look at what you doing. Make that be the blueprint of what you building off of, and then go off of that. That is my word for you, man. To just examine yourself. It's in the Bible and everything, y'all, for y'all.
Talk to him.
So go ahead, man. If you want to go over there, man, examine yourselves first, man, before you want to throw that stone at somebody else. But if it ain't nothing else for the people, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in every week, man. Shout out to our ones that still supporting and sharing videos and doing all that.
That part right there.
Shout out to Queen Ella, man.
That part right there.
Shout out to y'all, man. We never know what's happening, man, but we gonna find out, man. It's always behind the scenes shit going on, y'all, man. If we told y'all the behind the scenes shit, man, y'all be like, oh, I'm tuned in bright and early. I'm waiting on this shit to come on, boy.
It's good and messy.
But I don't be bringing the mess. Well, we don't bring the mess. You know, we know so much. We put it into our vault. You know, y'all want to share things, we put
probably
it
need
up.
to turn it on one time. We got a whole bunch of comments.
Pop said he gonna set us up one time, so y'all gotta know. You gotta watch it, know, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I didn't know that was on.
Because we do talk about people before the show and after the show. I do tell him what's going on. This is my brother, man. So he know everything about me just like I know everything, man.
Be a
So,
weekly follow up.
you know what I'm saying? So I run everything down for the week, man. Didn't happen. So if you did something, he know. And on that note, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in as always, man. We do need them subscribers here. We gonna definitely say that on every show, man.
Man, you picked up 10 subscribers on Durka Durka Click.
Man, because we going hard on that, man.
I saw 10 subscribers. I went, oh, shit, we picked up 10 subscribers.
10 subscribers.
Hell yeah.
I said, this ain't went up. Now I went and looked on Click. and there's 10 more subscribers over there.
Shout
Man,
out to
your
y'all.
videos be getting. I'm like this shit.
That's taking on a life on its own.
Take it
man.
on life. I'm about to post some more of them videos probably when I
Taking
get
on a life
home,
of its
man.
own.
I
It's taking on a life of its own.
I got so many in the vault that I just ain't put out just because I just be like, man, it's just so much. Some of the stuff I just be sitting there just hustling all day.
That shit is crazy.
Hey, wait till this GTA 6 come out.
Oh yeah,
It's coming out this year.
We're gonna have some good content. This
That
new
shit gonna be
content
wild.
been kind of crazy because I've been trying to get my cousin acclimated on RP status, because you gotta
You talking about Tone Load?
you gotta be able to communicate in the world so other people can be able to communicate you without getting banned.
Oh yeah, cause Tonio, he be saying some crazy
he
shit.
think he just on there and he can say anything. Huh?
Anything, man, and talk with an open mic. Mic just be on here. Y'all go to the store with your mama.
Lord,
Right when I'm in the middle of something.
if it's anything like how he be talking on Call of Duty, then I already know what's up.
Nah,
Oh, my God.
I made him tone some of that down because I'm like, man, you gonna get all my Twitch videos banned
Oh, my
if you
God.
say those 3-letter words.
I got
Oh, my
Kevin and them chat banned for a little while.
See?
For something I said. I don't know what it was.
Oh,
that's
you
right.
know what he,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what
you
it
know.
was.
I got into an argument with some
Where my
dude
beef
that
button
was random in our group,
Uh-huh.
and I told him, "Fuck his." Andrew was sitting over there going,
Yeah, Kevin was all hurt. He was like, why I get banned?
They had the
Why I
wrong
get
person.
banned?
"I get banned."
I get banned. He's
Sorry,
like, man,
y'all.
I ain't even do nothing.
We ain't taking no chances over here.
Why I get banned?
Yeah, man.
He's hurt.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow that Durka Durka Click too, man. We do got another page, man. We do be blasting our games out on,
Man,
man.
that shit go hard though.
Yeah.
Durka click.
So if y'all
Durka
want to watch them play Call of Duty, watch me play GTA, or whatever else we might put on there, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow that channel too.
Was always worried. Some of they have comments on there. They be like, "Are you streaming?" And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. So all that is in the ether now. Now people got to know whenever they come into the room, they got to knock. Before you come in saying anything, you got to knock, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you see it'd be hard for us to get out of here. We enjoy doing this with y'all, man, every week, man. Y'all some of the rawest people that we be fucking with on here, man. So y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in, man. I see you being wavy. We out here, man. We fuck with you too, Ben Wavy. I'm gonna follow you back, man. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in next week, 5 o'clock, man. 5:10,
5:10,
CP time.
yeah.
CP time. We be here at 4 o'clock though, man. We be here a whole hour, man, but we still go live
See,
late.
we're live. So a lot of people are edited. A
Yeah.
lot of podcasts people see are edited, so they can start exactly on time and all this
So
shit.
right.
We're live.
Tell them how it is. This is a live
We're
show.
live. There's a lot of technical shit that's got to be done, and it ain't like I got $1 million to buy all of the high end shit. So yeah.
And we got no script either
Right,
that we
no
going
script.
off of. All this is organic.
Yes.
Three men giving our honest opinions that we
Yeah.
got about things that we come bringing to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, you over here muted, man.
Yeah, you getting our live and direct opinion. It's not like you getting some edited bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how we truly feel about it. Off the dome.
Off the den on,
Off
man.
the dome.
So like I say as always, if y'all have something that y'all want to bring to the table, talk about, we have no problem with having that discussion, man. Even if you want to remain anonymous, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I still don't know why people ain't calling it the damn big goal. That shit was awesome. That's an awesome.
That was awesome. Big go. I'm going to say this for y'all
Shit,
since
come
y'all be
on.
here. Y'all can call anytime. Y'all want to be on the show? I will get you off of there, though, if you on that bullshit. So,
yeah. Throw that disclaimer in there. Too.
So, yeah, you come in correct. We treat you correct, no problem. But we is running a live show, man. So if
you come here and come with that bullshit.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you threw that in there,
Hey,
brother.
just because I know that, a lot of people like to troll, man, and we had no problem with trolls, man, but just be respectful to us. We be respectful to y'all,
I'm
man.
glad you thought of that, boy. Yeah.
It's for everybody, man. Just because we've been dealing with a lot of mess here in Oklahoma, over the weekend, man.
Ooh-wee.
So everybody needs to definitely stay safe, stay vigilant, man. I know we kind of got away from watching our backs and looking over our shoulders and stuff because we thought we was getting rid of beefs. But as you see, you still got to look over your shoulder and watch your back out here in these streets because you never know about somebody else's stuff spilling over into your stuff. People getting killed just for trying to break up fights. So that's why I say you got to have your shit in order, man, and know how you gonna maneuver.
Well, I done told Chloe that shit. I'm like, hey, when them fights break out, you better go your ass the other way.
I turned on the news, and that's all it was. I was like, damn, what the hell's going on outside?
It's summertime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
summertime,
no
man. That's why
Summertime.
everybody
Start
was
getting
outside,
hot.
man.
Start getting hot.
Shout out to Marcus, 405 Marcus, and Music Man. Them, what was that? Scissorhand showed up too. But shout out to y'all, man, for bringing the East Side together as always, man. Making Black look good over there, man. To my knowledge, it wasn't no problems, man. It just looked good that we riding up and down the street and what we had worked hard for. That's all I say. And keep working hard and keep that connection, man, so we can grow it to something else. Shout out to the Israelites, man. I did do an interview with them. I
You did?
I
wanna
did.
see that.
I don't know if where they gonna post it at or anything, but I did do a little interview
see
with
that?
them, man. So
That's tight.
yeah, I will. I'll see them tomorrow at work, so I'm gonna see where they put their stuff at and everything.
Right,
That
I
way we
will
could
see
put
it.
it out. But my mama, I've been messing with her talking about I'm about to convert. She was like, she like, you serious about that? I was like, nah, I'll just play it. I just like, I like positive views, man. And anything that's gonna bring a positive outcome or just even positive words, man, to you, man, is what I like to bring in because if y'all ain't paid attention to negative words and negative situations and see what that does to your mental, your body, and everything, to just not learn yourself and know that you don't even have to have that stuff around you. You can push it out yourself.
Be trying to bask in it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you trying to feel that, and that's nothing but a trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you that because I had it myself. So I had to bring myself out of that trauma. We don't have to be in this negative energy that we in. We can all love on each other the way that we want to love on each other or want to be loved. So it's up to y'all, man, and I'm going to keep on putting that out every week, man. I'm going to try to if I remember, man. Shout out to you, man, following, man. I don't know what your name is, but I follow you back, though, man. Big Co is always in the building, man. Shit, they had no problem with following, man. We wish Facebook and YouTube would get on the ball, man.
Hey.
That is a shout out to y'all, man. So I ain't got to do none of that bullshit, man.
You got Grand Theft videos that'll get 50 views.
I seen that. It was like, God damn.
And I'm like, damn.
Like, where they find these at?
They like the content, brother.
Yeah.
Putting them shits out.
It's just like that movie we watched, man. I forgot what the name of it was, but you know that what they said, and if you build it, they will come.
There you go.
You know, we built the podcast, we building that, we building a lot of stuff, man. Just waiting on y'all to come.
Well, shit, yeah, like I say, the Durka Durka click thing is turning into a whole life of its own. And I was telling Pop, I was like, what you need to start doing is start taking your clips from these from the Durka Durka click and start posting them on TikTok. Because boy, TikTok got some shit to say when you post your videos over there. I'm like, man, now most of it be negative.
Yeah.
But at least got something to say.
We gotta navigate through the negative Nancy
That's
still,
it.
man. So
Yeah.
we know y'all still out there. We just trying to give you some more positive words to bring yourself out of that. You'll see how you start living to it, man. How your face starts shining and all that, man. Once you relieve yourself from all that energy.
That's it.
But man, I know I be ranting, giving y'all my final
you
thought,
good.
man. But if it ain't nothing else, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in as always every week, man. We here every Sunday. And then on that note, it's your boy Dirty.
It's your boy Trey.
And we is out.
B brothers, what's up? F gang, what's up? Boss gang, what's up? West Coast, what's up? And here we go. I got all the number ones pissed off at this, so I'll take a number two, cause I know I'm the shit. Hit them with a throwback that they couldn't forget. On repeat, back to the future, 2 times with this. Sick James, the motherfucker Fuck a killer with the flow. At the blunts for some stove. Oops, I'm high off the dro. If you didn't